How's everybody doing? I just wanted to come on for a short show and tell. I made this for Heather. She was on this morning doing a collab, doing a cluster, okay? And it had to have a specific saying on it, which was some talk to you in their free time, and some make free time to talk to you. Learn the difference. So there's it is. I made a little notebook to put in it. Okay. Used a little picture and you can write on both sides. I used my hugie tacker. Yes, my stapler. Um, to put it together. I used my butterfly paper edger to make the butterfly holder. Okay. I also did book papers on a card. Okay. I also took this book paper of this picture of this lady and I made the little butterfly right here. So, anyway, that's what I did. And I've been practicing writing with my pen because I'm trying to learn to write nicely. And here's this. And I want to find something that will hold this right here because it just kind of flops around. So I want to find something like a paper clip or something that I can make. So I need to work on a paper clip. If I can find a paper clip, I need to work on a paper clip. Okay. So I have this one that I've already made up, but I don't know that it would work very well on here. Okay. But I took and opened up a paper clip, put on a little pearl on it, put a little ballerina on here, and it won't go flat. So I don't know what to do to make that do right. Um, so I'm gonna find me another paper clip to make a pretty on. And I know I have paper clips. Everybody has paper clips, right? Okay, so any other time I could find them, right? But not today. So it's a really fun thing to look for paper clips, right? I had did a video of me making it, but it tells me I can't use that video, so I guess I won't use that video. It says it's not the right format, so I'm not sure what it means, the right format. I haven't learned a lot about uploading videos because most of the time it won't upload for me. Although I may take that. No, that'll never do. Yeah, a screwdriver pokes me. How about this really antique screwdriver? It's a carved wooden handle. It's a rusty little screwdriver too. And I keep it hid in here because if I don't, my husband will lose it. It was my great uncle's screwdriver. And that's what I got. Let that go. trying to figure out also to figure out what kind of thing that I want to put on, something to put on the paper clip. When I find a paper clip to make. All kind of earring backs. Those are good and handy when you need them, but right now that's not what I need. Oh, yes, I do need these, however, to go on the other side. For my butterfly. I'll just have to find that later, I guess. All the nerve. I find things for myself all the time, right? It's a real pain. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to move this. Oh, you get back up there. Don't need you doing that. Don't need you jumping around. Okay, now I'm going to take these and move them over here. I don't know if y'all know what these are, but I think I'll use this one. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to take this out of its little tube because I keep it in its little tube. This is a wax pick-me-up tool for manicurists. They are the perfect thing to pick up stuff with. You watch me tell y'all that, and it be stubborn and not want to do right. Huh? Exactly right. But I'm gonna show you. You just reach down, you pick it up, and you put it where you want it. You reach down, you pick it up, and you don't have to press it. It's a wax tool, so it's kind of sticky on the end, so I'm not gonna handle it. But it looks like a pencil, and this part is so that you can move the things around and put them where you want them. And see now, I've got that on there. I got my butterfly. Now I have the little book over here. I've got my saying behind here. Well, hey Mary, how are you? And Janet. Oh, I was just fiddling around. I don't want to take nobody's spot, and I figure Mary's probably going to be coming on in a little while, but I just wanted to show this. I tried to make a video and upload it. I've got the video on my computer, but of course YouTube's going to tell me, no, you cannot do that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing off this little thing that I made. I watched Heather with Heather's Craft and Chat this morning, and she is in a collab with Mrs. Gigi on doing this little book right here. Hi, Allie. How you doing? I'm so glad y'all are here. I thought I was sitting here talking to myself. Anyway, I made this little holder. It's a Janet. I just want you to know. I want to figure out how to make that uh, that that tag that you made that the bottom slides out of it. That I love that. That is so interesting to do that. Okay, so I made this little notebook, and then the little saying that you're supposed to put on it is right here. It says some take talk to you and there's free time, and some make free time to talk to you. And then it says learn the difference, and that's what you're supposed to put on there. So, hi Janet, how are you? Glad y'all could be here. And so I made a little double butterfly, and I put this, and this is just made out of old book pages. And I've got a card that came in the mail with fabric swatch on it because we're looking at redoing our sofa and everything, and I'm looking at fabric swatches, and so they sent me some fabric swatches, and so I used the card for this, and I wrote the and I layered it up. It's got 3 different layers on it. Well, this is 2, and then one here, and then one here, and then I made a little book. And I've been looking for a paper clip, and of all my stuff, I cannot find a paper clip because see, I don't want it to just flop. I want it to be able to. You can slide it down into a journal, maybe. Hi, Heather. How are you? This is what I made. Okay. I hope it's okay. I'm not really sure. There's your saying that you told me to put on it. And then it's a cluster. So I clustered up some pages, and I made the card. I made a like a little butterfly cluster thing. Um, and this has got uh, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different book pages on this one card, and a butterflies here. And like I said, I used my butterfly edger that to make this butterfly holder here, my paper edger. So it came out really pretty, I thought. And that's it looks kind of green, but it's not. It's actually a bronze gold color. So this is my submission, but I don't remember the hashtag you told me to put on it. So I'm sorry. Um, but that's what I made, and I got my little hooter that I'm gonna put here in here in this little pocket because he keeps flying around and ends up in the floor, and that's not a good place for him. So now, and that's what I did. Um, I got some new snowflakes this morning in the mail, and so yeah, and this is where I tore the bottoms off the book pages to make the little notebook. Because there's nothing on the back and just pictures here. So I tore and I haven't torn these off here, but that's what I used to make the little book. And I had that little strip right here that was only just that little piece here. That was and it had some clouds above that. So I thought that would be a good topper for my little book, for my little notebook. And that's what I used. I used some old book pages. This was this the April 1st, 1966 was the last date on here, and that's where these book pages came from. So are we supposed to mail them off to someone? Hi, Janice. How are you? So that's what I did, and that's I tried to do a video of it. My computer wouldn't let me upload, or YouTube wouldn't let me upload it. All I could do now is just show you what it looks like. I wanted to find some pretty lace, maybe to go down the edge of it. I haven't found that yet. But later. And I've got all these little scraps of book pages that I'm going to put together and put on maybe a journal cover, because with this little pretty this yummy grungy stuff on it, I just can't throw these away. This one maybe, I doubt it, but it'll go down on doing my and it got me this new catalog in the mail, the Natural Habitat Adventures, and it's a travel catalog with pretty animals and things in it. And this is the newest one. It came yesterday, and it's got some really great pictures in it. And I was thinking, this has got some really stiff cardstock covers. It's not like a regular magazine, and these pages are really thick. So I thought about taking some of them out and using them and just making a journal out of this. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if I was supposed to send it to like you, or was it Miss Gigi that you said you were in collab with? Hi, Marty. I'm gonna keep on until y'all have to see my little ugly face. But yeah, I was thinking about taking like um, this book and turning it into and taking some of the pages out. Of course, I use the pages that I take out for like these are really nice pictures in here. They are really nice pictures. I'm not doing too many videos right now because my light messed up, so I've got to get me another light to put over because it's kind of dark and I know it and everything, but right now it is what it is. So anyway, but I got me some new dyes today that I'm gonna be working with. Um, ow, they're snowflakes. Look at these snowflakes. And these little bags are the hardest things for me to get into because I can't ever tell where to open them at. Oh, thanks, Janet. My light blue that was over here, um, and so it looks kind of dark to me, but that may just be my eyesight. Yeah, I haven't seen Miss Gigi's video, so I didn't know if it went up and I just missed it, but I have looked. And I thought these dyes would all go really great together. All these little snowflake, even those you get two of these big ones are just alike. So I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna work on my journals with it and stuff like that. With these, I haven't tried them out to even see if they work yet. I usually try them right away. I have got me a cake mix box because I went out instead of making a strawberry cake like I normally do, or I just I wanted me to get me a box so I can make me a journal. I cheated anyway. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Janet. Anyway, but and then I've been practicing my writing. Um, trying to learn how to write so everybody can see they can read it so at the post office so it'll get to who it's going to. So I've been practicing. So I'm not gonna be practicing too much other than and then I started working on these. But this right here, this got wet and it's kind of coming apart now. And I guess this one probably will too. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on these. I just flipped it over and started using the back for a mouse thingy. So got these real pretty pieces right here, but I may just. Eh, this is really cute. It's not cute. Um, Janice sent me these, and I've had them sitting up here, and I'm gonna be starting to use them. All right, where'd I put my book? I done throwed my book to the side. There's my book. So I should make me a hard cover to go on the back, but I don't want to make this little thing too thick, so that it'd be hard to get in and out of a journal. But I don't, so I made like this little journal thing, little journal what do you call them? My mind just went pew. I'm doing good. Yes, I'm doing good today. Uh, what is this, Heather? What are we making? What are we making, Heather? Anyway, it's one of them things that Heather said we should make. So I made it. This is my idea of it. Um, cluster. Cluster. I knew if I kept thinking it, I would think it. Okay. So, anyway, I got all these pretties right here that I'm going to start working on some things. Want to see these pretties? And tomorrow I get to go to the post office because I've got several things that I'm mailing off to people tomorrow, including yours, Janet. Yours will be on its way tomorrow. I was hoping to get it out before tomorrow, but tomorrow for sure it's going out there. And I thought this was really pretty. That wreath right there. It's a really thick cardboard that she cut it from. But, pulling out those little pieces, you can still pull them out. And I was looking at it and I was thinking, I could probably take and put some color in there. Yes, a cluster book. That's what it is, Mary. I was trying to remember. My mind's all over the place today, I'm telling you. But she sent me some mushrooms. They're cute. And some leaves. Janice Flynn's. Yeah. Did I tell y'all that? But anyway, it was Janice Flynn's. She sent me some pretty stuff. And then I got Beth's Happy Mail today. Y'all want to see what Beth sent to me? I got it right here. This is what Beth sent to me today. She sent me a felting needle. And she's got it taped down real good. And this one right here, I've got to glue it back together. She sent me some of her pottery, but it's not crushed or anything. It's just broken in little pieces. Some of it is. She sent me a foot. She sent me a little hand. Isn't that cute? It's got a bee on it. Look at that. It's got a little bee. And then this little butterfly here, I've got to put back together. As you can see, it got kind of broken in transit, but that's okay. That's what art glitter glue is for, right, ladies? And then this little angel got broke, but that's what art glitter glue is for, and it worked great. And what I'll do after I glue them together, after I get them glued back together, after I get them together, I will go in the back of them and I will reinforce them with some. I've got some clear tape that I will reinforce with. Hi, Mina. It's good to see you. So, okay, now the rest of it, right? I didn't want to pull it all out at once. But she sent me several small pieces. This is another little foot. Isn't that cute? I'm going to hang them up. Guess I need to hold it down here so you can see it, right? Okay. Ooh. Another butterfly. she I told her that she didn't have to send me any more pottery because you know. But she says, "Hope nothing is broken, no problems. Love, Betty." And so she sent me this because my pieces that she sent me broke. They got knocked off into the floor and broken. And so she sent me another little angel and another cross and another butterfly. So there are little chips in them, but that's okay. I don't mind. I can take some nail polish or something and fix those, you know. But I'll reinforce everything uh, before I hang it up this time because last time I hung it up, it got knocked off and broken. And that hurt my heart because, when somebody sends me something, it means a lot to me. When they take their time and they send something to me, it just it just means a lot to me. And then starfish, isn't that cute? Anyway, and then she put me the maple leaf. Is that not pretty? And I'm gonna take and I'm gonna reinforce the back of them so that if they get knocked off, that they ain't gonna break that easy again. But most of these, I will probably hang them on my Christmas tree. Yes, I do celebrate Christmas, and I will probably hang them on my Christmas tree. So, so I'm gonna put these back in my envelope for now because I'm gonna get them all. These are all gonna be glued up and fixed up and all that. And I'm gonna stick them right back over here on the side because I'm not in there right now. I'm gonna put that over there because that goes in with my felting stuff. Beth is really sweet about doing things like that. So I got some tags that will be going into my journal. It's got alphabet on one side and a print on one, butterflies, print, and some really pretty stuff, some really cool stuff that will be going into my journal that I am working on. And or will be working on. I'm not working on it yet. I'm getting some stuff ready to go into it. Is what I'm doing. So I've had this stuff sitting over here waiting for the fall so that I can start working on some fall pages with it. I like the mushrooms because and see that's going to go into my fairy journal. Won't that be pretty in my fairy journal? The mushrooms will, and then some of these little leaves and all that, and these little bitty tags with the little edge on them. I'm gonna set it right back over here on my shelf. I have a shelf right here in front of me that I put stuff. Hi Beth, how are you? It's good. I just showed off your happy mail that you sent to me. I got it today, so I did, and I showed off my new uh, dies that I've got, and I'm going to be cutting some. I'm going to later. I'm going to be cutting some um, snowflakes out. I'm thinking about using the silver and the gold for that. The gold for that, and some silver for the snowflakes, and working on some cards for holiday cards. So I'm going to be working on some of those, and I'm going to be working on some bookmarks and different things like that. I just finished the collab thing that Heather showed off this morning. I don't always say something when I watch somebody's videos. I always like them, unless they make me mad and then I don't like them. But so far, nobody's made me mad enough not to like them. No, not really. I would not do that. It's sitting here and working on things with y'all. That's a work. That's work in itself, and it's fun. It's fun work, and I don't do it a lot. Um, I just I just don't. I don't really have a lot to share that somebody else is not sharing already. Um, like I said, I can show my dies. I can show my die cuts, and but most everybody has their own dies and die cuts. And by the way, I meant to tell Becca today and yeah, yesterday and today. Don't tell Beth. She'll get on you. That's what the finger cots are for. Don't poke you. Oh, my Santa's cool. He's laying around here someplace. I've got him laying up here someplace. I'm fixing to start Mrs. Santa, but I've got to figure her pattern out first. Let's see. Where did I put Santa? Santa's hiding. Santa went to bed. I had him right here on my desk. Santa's hiding from me. He didn't want me to show him. But thank you for the needle, Beth. I appreciate it. It's gonna stay on this pretty card that you sent me, and I'm gonna put it in with my needles, my needle kit. Um, I ordered that Santa. It's a Santa kit that you can order for like $5. I mostly ordered it just for the needles because the other needles were just so expensive and all. Until I said, well, I won't ever use that many needles, and I done gave away the rest of them. I thought I had a little bottle with some in it, but it turned out to be my beading needles, so that didn't work. That did not work out well. So I know it's here someplace. Santa, where'd you go? I've done lost Santa, and I just finished him. I just finished Santa, and I've done lost him. That's sad, right? I've got too much stuff in here. I gotta clean out this stuff and get rid of a bunch of stuff. See, because over the years I've let people live in my house, and they left a whole lot of stuff. When I first moved back here, it took me 2 months to get the trash out of my house that where they come in and they live, they just left everything behind. And we had like a space to walk through our house, like big enough for our feet to go one in front of the other when we first got back here. So, and I just have not cleaned this room out. I showed a picture of it once, and I know y'all think I'm a messy person, but this is not all mine. I do need to go through and get rid of a bunch of stuff, and I will get it done. It's just, whew. Janet singing Santa Baby. There you go. Yeah, hoarding. Yes, they were definitely hoarders because first of all, I let my daughter and son-in-law and her 2 children live here. Then they moved out, and then my goddaughter and her boyfriend moved into it, and then she moved out, and then there was somebody else. My granddaughter come, and she was going to move into it, and they brought a bunch of stuff, and they just left it. And then my ex brother-in-law brought a bunch of stuff and just left it in here. And my cousin and her husband lived here, and my friend lived here. And by the time everybody left, I had a $800 light bill, a 200 almost $200 water bill, and a house I couldn't get through. So it took me a while to get everything back in order and everything in the rest of the house. And right now, I'm just so tired of taking stuff out. I just haven't even fooled with it. I just move it out of the way. Yeah, it felt like revolving doors. No more revolving doors. This is mine. So it's my house, and I've been cleaning it out and getting it ready and fixing it up just for me and my hubby, you know. And So that's what we've been doing. And this is going to be my craft room if I ever finish it. It will be my craft room, and what it is it's a big closet. It's a big closet. It's what it is. It's big enough to put a full size bed in here, but you can't walk around the bed if you do. So, yeah, it's a lot of work, but when it's yours, it's well worth it, right? So, I mean, I've got two buildings on my property. They were all the way totally full. I have a lean to on the side of my house that had so much stuff in it. Oh my gosh, y'all wouldn't believe it. This house looked like it was a dumping ground for everybody's I don't wants. So what was good, I took it to the thrift store. What wasn't no good, I took it across the road and let the trash truck pick it up. So no treasures, all trash. Found lots and lots of trash. I really did, um, but no treasures. So, but I'm treasuring it up now. So, and that's what I said about all these pretties that I got from Beth. When I get finished with my living room, I'm hoping I'll be finished with it next week. Um, I'm gonna hang some of the ones on the wall, and the other ones I'm gonna wrap them gently, and I'm gonna put them in with my Christmas ornaments to go on my Christmas tree. Yeah, I do, and I'm working on it. Um, I'm working on resting. That's why I'm just talking right now, is because after cutting and figuring out and gluing and stuff, that's what I do is I talk. But um, I do need to work on some more. However, like these right here. I'm taking these because these are kind of cute pictures, and I didn't want to just throw them away, so I'm using these to do with. And I like this little ruler right here. It is really tough, and it does a real good job of ripping. It's a good ripping ruler. So just when I say it's a good ripping ruler, it leaves things off. Right. Um, well, the treasures that I want are like pictures uh, that that are pretty on my wall. Family photographs. Because I'm in the midst of working on my mom's photo album, and that's what I'm working on now, so that hopefully she'll want it when I get it finished. Because I'm doing a scrapbook photo album for her, and I'm putting down everybody's names, the dates, and decorating it for her. And like my niece's children look like marshmallows at my nephew's wedding, uh, because their dresses were really white and poofy, and it came way out like you'd see a Barbie doll's dress and all that. And so yeah, but I was going to tell y'all, if y'all don't have these little sticks, these little pickup sticks, those of y'all that like to use gemstones and stuff, these are the perfect little things to use. And they come in this little thing right here, and this little plastic keeper. Yeah, marshmallows. And then they're in this, and then there's this little plastic thing that you pull off, and it picks up things to move them to the glue. So when you're doing that, and sometimes you want to work with little stuff and everything. So this is actually a nail tool that nail artists use for picking up those teeny tiny rhinestones and stuff and moving them around. So that's what these are for. These it's a wax pen, Beth. It's a wax pencil right here. This is wax. This end of it is wax, and it is a little bit sticky. I'm not gonna stick my finger to it, but that's why I was showing you, like these little. This is just little bitty pieces that came from the 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 die cuts. You just touch it and pick it up. See, and then you move it. Okay, this end is when you set it down and you want to move it to a different position. You just push it around with this end, and this end you move it. Like this is a little bitty piece. It picks it right up. See? I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Anyway, it picks it right up, and then of course when you've got the sticky glue down, the glue holds onto it when you put it down. Now, these right here, yeah, you don't push hard. You just touch. You just touch it. That's all you do is you touch. You don't push on it. You just touch it and it picks it up. Okay? And this end of it, but you get them. I got mine at Amazon. I don't get paid for telling you that, but I know that I had a hard time with the little bitty gemstones and stuff and getting them up with my fingers not wanting to work so well and all that. So my little bitty gemstones and everything just didn't work out. So I kept looking and I thought, it's called a pickup pencil, a wax pickup pencil for nail art. So I kept looking until I found them, and I happened to find them on Amazon. So that was a real good thing. Um, I've got these right here laid out because I'm going to be working on some dangles. I don't know if y'all can see these very well or not in the plastic. Let me show y'all what these are. These are iridescent crystal type beads, and the hole is from the top and bottom. Oops, drop it. Show you that. It's got a hole in the bottom and a hole in the top, so they dangle like this, like they're teardrops. See? Now you see why I need that little jewel picker upper, because I can't hold on to the big beads, much less the little bitty jewels. So, so when I start working on my Christmas ornaments again, I'm going to pull everything out in here, and I'm going to make some dangles, and I'm going to make some Christmas ornaments. Um, and I'm going to sit here and show y'all how I do it. Who knows? Y'all may want to get into making some ornaments. I really love making them myself. Uh, I had one lady. Um, she wanted five of the ornaments, and then she sent me some money and said, "Make me two more." And then she sent me more money, and I'm going, "You don't owe me money for this. These are my gift to you." She sent me the beads to make them with. Okay. She chose her own beads. She bought the beads and she sent them to me. I mean, I just enjoy. She knew I made them and I loved it. So, hi Julie, how are you? So good for you to be here. Sorry about that. But anyway, so I was gonna show y'all this here if y'all wanted to see it. If y'all want to see it or not. I found this photo album for $2 at the thrift store. I need to clean the cover of it, but I'm not really sure how to do it. But you know what these are? These are these ATC cards. All right. This is what I was showing you. This is where I'm working, where I keep this in case we do a pocket swap. I've got these already made up, and all I got to do is make some other things to go with them. All right, then some more ATC cards. Some of them that I made, some of them that y'all made. Uh, and I started out with none, and I'm missing one right there. So I got to make me one to put in there. And this is a pocket card swap. Okay. And this was a Christmas swap, but you couldn't use red or green in these pocket swap. Isn't that something? But I thought, it's just not cute. This photo album. And it had all these pockets in it when I found it. So it was really good. And I've got that empty pocket. I need to make some things to put in it. In case we have another pocket swap. Isn't that what you call it, a pocket swap? Thank you, Beth. Ooh. I want my drink into the floor. Knocking things around. It's a good thing it's got a lid on it, isn't it? Let me sit this over here all the way. So, y'all might even see one that y'all made for me, right? And this is where, these are where I did the Zentangle swap. And with Janet. Y'all remember Janet? When she did the Zentangle swap, the ATC Zentangles, and she Zentangled me my initials on that little bitty piece. And she made it into, it's got a magnet inside it. So now it's a bookmark or a page holder. So I just fold that and I put it right back in here with my swap. Isn't that pretty though, these Zentangles that were done? Oh my goodness, everybody's so talented. I need some talent. Okay, so this is the end of that in my pockets, but look what I've got here. These are the larger ones that I got, the cards. Beth sent me this, and that was the shaving cream thing, and I thought that was so pretty, and it goes perfectly inside my pockets. So I've got these pockets. They go sideways, and these are pockets that came in, and I like this because I think it was Beth that got these larger ones, and I told her, people, I said, it's okay, I'll take the larger ones because I do have the pockets to put them in. Yes, Beth, y'all are famous, and you're on television or on live stream, and so this right here is one of the postcards I made, and I made it with Q-tips. Okay, made that with Q-tips, like I said, and I've got this one. Ow. This one here is from Janet and Freddie. See, this one's from Janet and Freddie. And then I got this one is from Renee. Little Red Wagon, Renee. Hi, sister. How are you? And that's all I got. I gotta collect me up some more. Make them or collect them or something. And I found this book, like I said, at the thrift store for $1.99 with the pockets and all in it. So y'all keep a check out at your thrift stores because you don't never know what you're gonna find in them. This is one of my Coca-Cola can ATCs that I made. See, and I made 4 of them, sent the rest of them out, and kept one. Okay. We always take one and keep it, right, of the first one that we make. So this one here is my first specimen ATC card. And I didn't put anything on the back of them because I wanted to see just by turning a page who sent it. See? And this was our Power Woman swap. This one right here was our Power Woman swap. And you'll never guess who sent me the V. Can y'all guess who sent me a B? I bet you can't. Anyway, these are all ready to go, except for I need to add a few little doodads and stuff to them. So if we decide we do another pocket swap, I've got most of my pockets done. So I hope the ones that I sent the that got my ATCs and my coins, I hope they enjoy them as much as I do, because I sit here a lot of times and I go through these and I look at them and think, oh wow, look at the creativity. I'm sorry. It's time for me to take my breathing medicine. I'm talking too much. And this was an idea I thought was really cool. She took a piece of paper and she made a envelope, and then she took all these little cards and put them inside that envelope. So I thought that was a really good idea. And then in one of the pockets you put a letter telling about yourself. That was her letter to me. Oh, do you, Janet? I hope you enjoy it. I mean, the one I sent you was one of the first ones I ever made. So this is just some ideas. Like I said, I keep this right here. And you see some of these pockets are empty, right? In this letter, it's because when we make these pocket letters, you're supposed to use what is sent to you. So I have used these things that are in this and that were in these pockets. I've used them in my journals. I just haven't used these things yet. So get in there. Get in there. So all these, I've emptied 4 pockets, and every one of them, like this one here, these are all little Christmas cards. You could take them off, and you could put them onto a Christmas card or Christmas cluster, whatever you want to do. Let's see if I can pull this one out, because this one's a really cute one to look at. Because here, you've got this picture. There's this paper, a picture. She sent me another paper. Oh, come on. And another picture. So these are all things that can go into my Christmas journal. And then when I empty these pockets, I'll have to fill them back up again to send to somebody else. So but these are some really cute things. And this is another one. This one was done in pink and copper and white. And these were the pretty die cuts that she had. These are glued down to the page. So I thought that was a really neat idea. She glued these die cuts to the page. And then she mailed it out in a big envelope. But in each pocket was something different. Like she sent me bows. This is another group that I used to be in. I don't know what happened to that group. I haven't seen it in a while. Nobody's posted in it and everything, so I guess they all quit. Um, and then this is another one of the ones that I made. Like I said, there's some really cute things, and that little gnome is so cute. And this little gnome is from, I think it says J. Mitchell Carter, but I'm not sure. Like I said, it's a little dark in here for me, so I really do need another light to put up in here. Um, this one says, "You know, it was a good day if you didn't hit or bite anyone." And I said, "Yep, she knew me." Becca sent me this. Yes, it's a good day if you didn't hit or bite anyone. Becca knows me so well. So, so many talented people. Like I said, these are all. Uh, this here was so cool to look at it. Um, this one is Droop Zentangle by Janice Johnson. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look what she did there. So I thought that was really pretty. Janice is so talented. Of course, everybody in here is so talented. I just keep thinking to myself, if I ever get just a thimble full of y'all's talent, I'd be happy. But I'm happy with the talent that I have. I really am. That y'all are so very talented, and I just didn't. I enjoy sitting here looking through this book. Everything. It's amazing what people can come up with and how they decide to do things and how they can do things just so perfectly, just so perfectly. See, I need to fix this back in here like it was, and I probably can't get it just right, but but it goes right there. And so when I do clusters this year, some of these may be in my clusters for Christmas clusters. And then in this one, like I said, there's where is it at? Have to go from the front side of this one to get things out, but there's little snowflakes right here. I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's sparkly snowflakes. I try to catch the light. No, you can't really see it, so I'll go put that all back. But all this little pink paper and everything, you can use it to write on or whatever. But this one right here, the snowflakes are actually on the paper. You see that? But there's that piece of paper, and you can use it. The snowflakes are actually on this paper. I have never been to a Trader Joe's or a Menards or Menards or whatever it is. I've never been to either one of them. Neither one of them. So, you know. Oh, and on this one, she also put a dangle with a snowflake on it. Of course, it's getting kind of crumpled up. It falls down to the side instead of laying on top. So that's my book. Does anybody else have a book that they like to show off? I love sitting and watching Beth show off her books like that, her ATC books and all. And this one here, it keeps falling out. This one here, I just know it has to be from Melissa, even though there's no signing on it. But Melissa had some of the most beautiful ATCs that she made. Now, Beth, you sent it to me. Was this Melissa's? No, not right now. I'm not working in my idea book. I am going to have to make me a new one because I can't find my idea book anywhere. So I really do need to work on it because I got to find me a new book to put my ideas into now because I have lost my idea book. Not on purpose. I promise it wasn't on purpose. So my poor little flowers got ramshacked or whatever you call it, ramshacked, uh, messed up. These were pearl papers, but they got wet. I knocked over my water on my table, so they got a little wet. And now I'm gonna have to start over on some of them. No, I wasn't using it last time I streamed. It was time before that, but uh, I think maybe I might have took it somewhere and forgotten left it because I often took it with me and I'd take a piece of paper and I'd sketch and then I'd glue it into it and I'd stick it into there and I'm afraid that I may have left it somewhere because I can't find it anywhere. Um, but I have been doing some sketching. Cheryl keeps telling me I need a sketchbook for it. So this is one I did today, uh, right here, and then I did the eye, and I'm working on how to draw a rock. I'm not good at drawing rocks. This is how to make a page. This is where I did Beth's bingo. And I took the bingo squares, my bingo card, and I put the pictures in the bingo card. And then this is where I practiced Heather's owl. I didn't like him, so Heather didn't get him. And there's where I was practicing the horse that Beth was showing us how to draw. But I used watercolor pencils. I didn't like him either, Heather, so you didn't get him either. Then then there's Frog that I haven't colored him yet. I need to get me some new colored pencils because my colored pencils, every time the lead falls out of them. Not because I'm pressing too hard, because the die is hard. It's just they're old and they're crumbling apart. And there's Cheryl's Frog. I copied Cheryl's Frog on that one. I liked her frog, so I copied it. There's our rooster, Beth. We named him Brewster, remember? And then my daily Rimple horse, my funny horse, that was a roller horse for the body and the eyes and all that kind of stuff, remember? Yeah, Beth does a bingo game every Saturday night. So get your bingo card ready. And I will be working on my bingo card shortly because I'm going to get it ready. Uh, there's there's a little girl I saw a picture of her and decided I'd try to draw her. Thank you, Julie. Oh, I just knocked y'all off. Did you see that? I'm sorry. My camera just flopped right off of there. I'm sorry, y'all. Turn your head. It's not wanting to stay on. Well, I guess I need to go since my camera won't stay in place. Okay, there's the fox that we did, Beth, the red fox that we did, and the sea turtle. At the time I did the sea turtle, I didn't have a book, so I went to Walmart and I bought mixed media book, but I did have white cardstock and I put the sea turtle on it. So, and that was May 3rd of last year, 2020. Oh, thank you. I learned to drawing because of you. You're teaching me a lot on how to draw. I'm trying to learn how to do the shadowing on them to where it looks more like a natural thing. Um, I was looking at the colors and everything. Marty, she comes on at 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. So if you're in Eastern, you're 6 o'clock, and Central, you're 5 o'clock. Okay. Yes, Beth, I am practicing. I am practicing and practicing and practicing. So next, I enjoyed doing the bingo game the way I did it. Doing the, um, excuse me. There's some of my pages on the other side that are blank. I haven't colored him in yet because of the fact that my colored pencils just are not great anymore. But I like doing my bingo game like this and adding the pictures to it. Um, so I went through magazines where I drew the bird. He doesn't look much like a bird, but you know. But I found a magazine with a hat in it. There's a guy under that hat, but it's in there. And then there's the house. Uh, then there's that drawing monster. Um, Beth had that monster up, and you can't really tell it, but he's green on here. But I drew him. There's the moon with the shadows, and my free space was an eye because I'm practicing drawing eyes and mouths. I need to practice those. Then there's Candy, glowing yellow eyes. There's the sun and a cross, and a heart with a shadow. And as I got the numbers, if I got the number, I took a black pen and I put a square around it and I blackened it. And you see, these are done in pencil because I did them in pencil. But when I got a number, I did it like this so it would show up. And then that was my bingo card. And I went through here and I numbered 1 through 25. Okay, and each time she would say what it was, I would write down what it said, what the card was, and everything, and whatever I put on here is what I put. Like here it says ghost, so I put the ghost of the heart right here is also a shadow. So I used the ghost shadow. Then this one was witch, and instead I put a cross and a sun there. Um, right here it says haunted house or house. So I just put the house there, and then I colored in the thing. This is actually a die cut, so I colored in the thing, the windows, and around it with yellow, hoping that it would work. But like I said, my color pencils ain't that great anymore. So uh, I guess y'all are probably ready to go now. Probably tired of watching what I'm doing, and this is where I I was trying to think of a thing because I'm in another group that I do drawing and artwork and all that is about Christians and all that. So I'll do this right here. So this is Job 38:7, and it says when the morning stars sing, and then it goes on, and that's kind of it for this book. So, and I've got another one actually, but um, I don't know what I've got in it. Let me see if I can locate it right quick, and I can show you it if you want to see it. I got some good magazines. They just don't usually have in them what people call out. So, you know. Uh-oh. Here's this one. See, I have two that I work in. I usually leave one in my living room and it travels around with me. And then this one I have that I worked in. And there's my, see, told you sister I had it in one of my sketchbooks. But like I said, I carry my sketchbook around with me. I have a couple of sketchbooks, like I said. Then there's that roll of Picasso thing. Some more bingo cards. A shadow tree that I was working on. That was one of the. This is one of the things that the for September 4th, where I was playing along with Beth. And here's another one. I didn't date this one, but anyway, there's another one that I did. I'm not very good at collages. I'm just going to tell y'all that right now. I'm not very good at it at all. And then this is the scarecrow thing that I made. This is September 9th. Roll a scarecrow with Beth. So this is where I rolled the scarecrow. And then Beth sent me these really pretty birds, so I put them on the opposite page of the scarecrow. And then this one was the very first one I ever done in this book. There you go again. Get back up there. My camera don't like to stay up here. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep swinging y'all around. Okay. And then these pieces here, this is a Coca-Cola can, but I decoupaged a napkin over it. I took it and I run it through my. You can see here it's got like a little rose on it, but I went through my embossing folder with the Coca-Cola can, and these were just little scraps left over after I made some of the little journals that I made out of it, and this was so I was this was another one that we did with Beth. Hi Judy. Hi Clint. How are y'all? And like I said, these are just some that this was another collage page that we did with Beth, and uh, this was March 27th of last year. This was the first one I put in this book. So uh, it was first use three colors of paint, and you can see that in the background, and then use newspapers, and then use a napkin and all that. So that's and use a picture from a book, use a page from a book, doodle, and all that. So that's what I did. And she had sent me a little tape measure ruler thingy, and I put it across the bottom because it says use a tape measure. And this is the first one I did. And like I said, I'm not very good uh, with the collaging and all that kind of stuff, but I had fun with it. Um, so, all right, y'all. I know my camera keeps falling, and I can't get it to stay up there because I have to screw it back on, and I don't want to make y'all dizzy doing that. So, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much, uh, and I will talk to y'all later. Let me move this book, and bye.